Hey everyone. So happy Friday. Shout out to Writing Diva. Writing Diva sent me a story. Thank you so very much. Was also my very first Patreon member. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you so much. I do have some videos coming up, so be prepared. Um, so shout out to Writing Diva. I believe everyone has seen this video. I'm just going to play a portion of it fair use, and then we'll get to the story and maybe explain a difference of opinion. There is some outrage, but there's also another underlying message that I think a lot of people are overlooking. Fair use. Check it out.
Caught on camera incident.
You better walk away.
That led to the arrest of Pentland, an active duty soldier.
You're in the wrong neighborhood.
The incident happened Monday. Pentland is the man you see on the right in red. The 42-year-old is stationed at nearby Fort Jackson.
Or what? What are you going to do?
In the now viral video, for over 2 minutes, Pentland is seen berating the man for walking in the neighborhood.
You either walk away or I'm going to carry you out here. What do you want to do?
He demands to know where the young man lives.
Where? Where's your house?
And after repeated threats, gets physical.
You better walk away. You walk away. You talking to my wife right now.
Pentland this morning is charged with assault and third-degree battery, and if convicted, could face a $500 fine and 30 days in jail. Witnesses say police initially said they could only charge Pentland with destruction of property after swatting away the young man's cell phone. But the sheriff says he acted quickly after seeing the video, which has now attracted millions of views online.
We're going to hold those responsible for those accountable. We're not going to let people be bullies in our community. And if you are, then you're going to answer for it. And that's what we've done in this case.
Sade McCallum is a neighbor of Pentland's who recorded that video.
Something just switched. It switched instantly, and he was very aggressive. And I knew that if something were to happen, he was either going to be injured or he just wasn't going to make it out of that situation alive.
You do hear the alleged victim repeatedly attempt to de-escalate.
Call the police.
Hey, they've already been called. They're just waiting.
Fights with who?
You know what? Maybe you should hang out a little longer. We'll see how it goes.
I just didn't want him to be another hashtag. We know how that goes for us. So that's what.
Okay. In this video, I think some of the things I'm about to say, a lot of people may get angered by it. We're all entitled to our opinion, and I know in Blackistan, if you have a difference of opinion, oh Lord, oh my goodness, we want to excommunicate you. That's okay. I've been gone. So let's go ahead. Again, Writing Diva sent this to me. Let's go ahead and look at this article, and then I just kind of want to discuss why some Black women have a different take on this, okay? So here we have an article for the update on this here. U.S. Army Sergeant found guilty of assaulting Black man. Fair use. Jonathan Pentland, a sergeant first class in the U.S. Army, was found guilty of third-degree assault and battery after pushing a Black man in a South Carolina neighborhood back in April. A judge ordered the Fort Jackson instructor to either spend 30 days in jail for the misdemeanor charge or pay a $1,087 fine, according to CNN. Pentland's lawyers plan to appeal the decision. As the Root previously reported, Pentland was seen in a viral video harassing the man as he was making his way through the neighborhood. "You're in the wrong neighborhood," Pentland is heard saying to the man. "I ain't playing with you. I'm about to show you what I can do." Pentland was eventually suspended pending the investigation. Here is more on the story per CNN. Taking the stand during the trial, Pentland said a neighbor banged on his door and asked for help. According to CNN affiliate WIS, the neighbor said the victim had been bothering her daughter and grandson. WIS reported. The victim stated he minded his own business before Pentland approached him. In the video, Pentland is seen pushing the young man shortly after Pentland tells him, "You are aggressing on the neighborhood. You either walk away or I'm going to carry your A out of here," Pentland says. "I did not do anything," the young man responds. "I'm about to do something to you. You better start walking," Pentland says in the video. "You're in the wrong neighborhood, MFer, get out." Pentland's attorney claimed there was a lack of investigation into the background factors regarding Mr. Williamson's actions leading up to the small portion of the encounter captured in the viral video, Stitley said in the statement. The Richland County Sheriff's Department said in April there were 2 previous incidents reported to deputies involving the young man. One allegedly involving him touching a woman without consent. The other involved him allegedly picking up a baby without permission. The department claimed the victim has an underlying medical condition that may explain the behavior exhibited in the alleged incidents. According to Army Times, a Fort Jackson spokesperson said officials will allow Pentland to exhaust all of his civilian appeals if he decides to appeal before considering further actions. Now, I understand a lot of Black women who felt, hey, this man was protecting this neighborhood, and they didn't see a problem. Now, did he have the right to push the young man? Nah, you don't have to lay hands on him, okay? But here's the thing. A lot of Black women were like, hey, he's doing what men should do. He's protecting his neighborhood. Let's look at this here. I think, of course, he was wrong to push the young man. That went too far, laying hands on him. But I'm just going to tell you, this guy, he took on the role as defending his neighborhood. Okay? Let's try one more time. The Richland County Sheriff's Department said in April there were 2 previous incidents reported to deputies involving the young man. One he allegedly involving him touching a woman without consent and picking up a baby without permission. So here's the thing. A lot of Black women, I would say, as far as him pushing him, I don't think they would say, hey, that's the right thing to do. But what a lot of Black women had an issue with is like, hey, they felt the man was doing what men should do. Why? In our neighborhood, it doesn't happen. Okay? No offense intended. We needed a Pentland, Sargeant Pentland, when they picked up that young Black teenage girl, a group of degenerate, dusty Black men, teenagers, picked up that young woman and put her in the trash. Where was the outrage, aside from being a keyboard warrior? What was the outrage when they put her in the trash in a dumpster? Where was the outrage? Aside from being the keyboard warrior, where was the outrage in the Black community? When that Black woman was hit upside the head with a skateboard, where was the outrage? Oh, now when the Black woman was just trying to buy some wine, a working mother trying to buy some wine at the end of the day, and the hooligan in the red coat that tried to bite her eye out as she was attacked, sure that they had a vigil. I'm still trying to understand why the man was in that community all that time and no one turned him in. If we were so outraged about that, those folks would have turned him in. There's no way in the world you could tell me that funny looking fool in that red coat was not known. You're not going to tell me he just came and dropped off Mars and came that day and went back to Mars. So yeah, they had a vigil, made some statements, okay, but what was the outrage where it was so bad where the community was willing to say that we're not going to tolerate this here, that we are going to turn this degenerate, dusty Black man in? Seriously, I don't care if he wasn't Black, but where's the outrage? Besides standing and being a keyboard warrior. They came out and did a vigil. Okay, appreciate that. But if you're really outraged, they would have turned him in. They only found what I'm going to call him the red coat eye eater. I hope he's still in Rikers. They only got a hold of him when he was reported attacking his girlfriend. Until then, the red coat bandit, the red eye eater, he was walking around the neighborhood. You think he just changed that coat? They had that funny looking mug set up. Where was the outrage? That we were so outraged that, oh my gosh, we're going to drag him out of here and bring him to the cops. Where was the outrage? And I'm just going to say this. So here's the thing. Black women are not protected in the black community. And that's why some of them are like, hey, the man is doing what he does. Because guess what? Anything and everything can happen to a black woman in the black community. And you will find some black men, every now and then one might step up. But let's not pretend like they all do, because they don't. More than likely, you'll find them with a phone go, oh, I got this on tape. I got this. You about to get paid, girl. Who's trying to get paid and they getting their head caved in or being assaulted? What about getting paid? They want safety. So this man, again, here's a part that we're negating. There were 2 previous incidents. The man, obviously what they're saying, a woman came knocking on his door saying what happened. She needed help. In the hood, knock on the door and see what happened. Oh, I ain't getting involved in that. I don't owe you no protection. Only got to protect my mama, my baby mama, my children, and protecting the kids. Oh, good luck with that. Even that's not a guarantee in Blackistan. I don't owe you no protection. I'm going to protect the woman I know, and maybe Becky, Big Keisha. I'll protect her and Maria. And they'll do that now. Oh, they'll do that. But that's the reason why a lot of black women didn't see a problem with this here. Because anything can happen to them in the black community. And any man can assault them and insult them and goes unchecked. Another day in the neighborhood, the black women are not respected. They are not protected. They're not. So I'm sure the young black girl that was tossed in the trash by those heathens, and for the viewer that had a problem with me calling a young black teenager a heathen, if the shoe fit, let him wear it. Those dusty, degenerate heathen, their mother should have used birth control. I said it. They should have used birth control. Let them throw your daughter in the trash. So she could have used a Sargeant Pentland then. When those dusties put her in the trash, she could have used one then. Oh, yeah, she could have definitely used one by then. Imagine what that does to her. And then when something happened to become a hashtag, you want somebody to sit up there and, go march for them. Honey, I'm marching myself to that sofa, to the Lifetime channel, maybe catch up on some reading. Maybe it's time to look at some new stocks or research some stocks, analyze some stocks. Oh, march. Yeah, I marched my little feet to go read the Wall Street Journal. Catch up on that. Check that out online. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I did do it. I'm not doing it. So yeah, that's one of the reasons we seem to forget. So, and here's another thing. And I hate to say it, it's kind of like hypocrisy. But my point is, in the black community, the black women are not protected. And that's why they were saying, hey, he does what black men should do. Because guess what? In Blackistan, it doesn't happen. They can assault you, attack you, do anything. And he shouldn't have done that. And they will sit up there and protect it. He can be right next door. Everybody and her grandmother will know. And won't nobody say a darn thing. And all you have to do is call anonymously. Now, here's another thing. I want to go ahead and I want to show you this. I want you to show you this. Okay, you see this? Here's a crowd outside the man's house. We were ready. You're not going to do that to him. When crimes happen to black women, where's the crowd at? I'm asking. Every now and then we might get a vigil. When black men kill, murder, RAPE, black women and children, where's the crowd at? Where are they? When black women are attacked in the black community, where's the crowd at? Y'all want to pull up at that person's address? Oh, no. We're not going to do that. And last, I'm going to go ahead and conclude with this. Check out this video. There's no sound to it. Here's what a lot of black women thought, wow, that man's being a man. He was being a man. I think he was doing what he thought was right. He went too far pushing the guy. You darn Skippy. But let's try it again. Sargeant Pentland, I wish you could have been there when that young black girl was tossed in the trash can by young thugs. I wish you could have been there just to knock them all the hell out. So let's check this out. This is why a lot of women didn't have a problem with it. It's easy to say, well, he shouldn't have done that. Well, let you be a victim. See how you feel about it. Fair use. Check it out. Here's a dusty degenerate that should cut his hands off, and you'll see why I say that. Woman got her earphones on, going into her building, and look at this. What? Minding her own business. Here come a violent Dusty. Sargeant Pentland, wish you could have been there. Wish you could have been there. So yeah, our writing diva sent me this, and she was, I believe the judge. I'm starting to think, based on what I'm hearing, that maybe the judge was a female judge and maybe a black female judge. From what I'm hearing, again, not sure, but that's what it seems to indicate. So, 30 days in jail, Mammy Boots, please, they can go upside a black woman's head, and you want worse 30 days in jail. They might give him probation. And if this is a female or black judge, 30 days in jail or a fine. If that young man is going around touching women without consent, make a heck of a mistake. Let it be you. That's why women, you got to protect yourselves. So keep this in mind. A lot of people like, oh, he just done it. He pushed that brother. Let's look at the big picture. Where's the outrage when black men are attacking black women? Where is it? Man, they can hide in Blackistan. They might find them 5 or 6 months, 5 or 6 years from now, and unless there's a reward coming due. So Sargeant Pentland, I wish you could have been there when they had that young black girl and they tossed in the trash. I wish you could have been there when that woman was hit upside the head with a keyboard. So this on the screen in Blackistan, this is why a lot of black women do not have a problem with what Sargeant Pentland did. Why? Because there's a bigger issue than him pushing that kid and going off on him. They saw protection. They saw protection. They saw how men should behave when it comes to protecting not just the women, protecting their community. In Blackistan, it's like you can just do whatever the heck you want. No one gives a darn. Flee Blackistan, not just physically, but flee it mentally if you can. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm out. Writing Diva, appreciate you. Happy Friday, everybody.